Outside a fancy restaurant sat an old man in worn-out clothes, holding a small Bible. A businessman stepped out of his black luxury car and laughed loudly. Still begging for coins? I guess your God forgot about you. The old man looked up calmly. God remembers everyone, my son. The businessman pulled out his gold watch. I don't need God. I make $2 million a year. What did your prayers get you? Nothing. He tossed a single dollar at the old man's feet. Maybe pray harder next time. The old man smiled softly. True wealth isn't always what you can see. Whatever helps you sleep on that bench. The businessman laughed and walked into the restaurant. 3 hours later, the businessman arrived at the big church downtown. His assistant had told him to meet Reverend Thomas there, a powerful man who could connect him with rich clients. Inside, "You again?" He laughed. "From the street to the church floor. How perfect." He walked closer. "I'm donating $50,000 today. You're just pushing a broom." The church keeper, a quiet woman, tried to stop him. "Sir, please don't." "Quiet," the businessman snapped. He pulled out a marker and wrote on a piece of cardboard, "Prayer failed me. I am poor." "Hold this sign above your head," the businessman said loudly. "Hold it for 5 minutes where everyone can see. Do it, and maybe I'll tell the reverend to keep you employed." Other people in the church stopped and stared. The old man looked at the sign. He sighed deeply. "As you wish." Slowly, he raised the sign above his white hair. Some people gasped. Others looked away in shame. The businessman took out his phone and laughed. "This is perfect. My friends will love this." Suddenly, the church doors burst open. Reverend Thomas rushed in, his face filled with shock. "Stop!" he shouted. "What are you doing to him?" The businessman grinned. "Reverend, I'm glad you're here. I'm teaching your janitor some humility. I'm also donating." "Janitor," he ran to the old man. "Please, sir, put that down. I'm so sorry." The businessman froze. "Reverend, why are you apologizing to the janitor?" The reverend's face turned red. "Janitor, this man built this church 30 years ago. He donated $5 million when no one else would. He comes here weekly to clean because he says it keeps him humble." The businessman's checkbook fell from his hands. The church keeper pointed to a gold plate on the wall. "Founded by God's faithful servant. Anonymous donor, 1994. "That's him," she said quietly. The old man looked at the businessman. "This morning I told you true wealth isn't what you can see. I meant it." He placed his hand on the businessman's shoulder. "I wear old clothes to remember where I came from. I sit outside to meet people who need hope. I clean this church to serve God, not to be served." The reverend added, "He's given away $20 million. Nobody knows his real name. He refuses fame." The old man smiled. "God doesn't need your gold watch, son. He needs your honest heart. I'll pray you find it." He picked up his broom and walked away. The businessman stood alone, staring at the sign. For the first time in years, he felt cool. Real faith isn't shown by what you own. It's shown by how you serve. Drop a heart if you agree.